Hey friends, I have never recorded while driving, so I'm not going to look at you because I'm keeping my eye on the road. I always find it sketchy people are recording while driving, but I'm super busy, so I am going to do this. I have a lot to rant about right now. A lot. It's kind of a gloomy, dark day today. I just looked at a whole bunch of hair tissue mineral analysis labs that came into my inbox, 5 of them. One from a woman in Brazil, one from a woman in Australia, one from a woman in Canada, another guy from Australia. All the people from Australia have high copper, including the men, a lot of the men. Environmental contamination. Yeah, how is it okay that people are getting poisoned by their water? So you have high fluoride that pulls the copper from the copper pipes, poisoning people, affecting their thyroid function. I've talked about this in previous videos. Fluoride displaces iodine. It's going to affect your thyroid function, which is going to affect everything else. So you're already being contaminated just by drinking water. And then you're a woman who gets on hormonal birth control. You're already low in zinc because you already have high copper from your water. Or let's say maybe you don't have fluoride and copper in your water. Regardless, you get on hormonal birth control, which lowers your zinc, raises your copper. And, you might end up developing anxiety. A lot of women that have seen me said that they felt crazy and terrible on the copper IUD. So, maybe you pull the copper IUD out, but you've been on it for a while. And then because you have anxiety, you don't know how else to deal, maybe because you're a mother and you need to be able to function. You get on an anti-anxiety medication, which, by the way, contains fluoride again, further depleting your iodine, further messing up your thyroid function, which affects your mood, which is, okay, we're going in circles here, aren't we? Yes, compounding the cyclic, cumulative negative effects from medical products. So then let me turn, pay attention to the road. So the woman's on anti-anxiety medications, further messing up her thyroid. Maybe eventually she gets off of it. And maybe she gets pregnant, has another baby, maybe has a medicalized birth. She has a C-section operation in addition to the trauma from that. She's put on antibiotics, which are, again, full of fluoride and mycotoxins, funguses, overloading her liver, making it hard for her liver to process thyroid hormones and to neutralize and excrete toxins. Okay, so maybe she gets on antidepressants after that because she has postpartum depression. Before you know it, she's just totally depleted, exhausted. Her adrenals are burnt out. She's so stressed out years later from raising kids and the side effects of all of these products that, all those years of her body using cortisol at the expense of her progesterone. Now she can't regulate potassium. She can't regulate her, electrolyte balance because of that low progesterone and low potassium. This is just not only a nightmare, but it's a tragedy. It's really a tragedy. Women are the backbone of our society. These effects don't only just negatively affect a woman's well-being and her energy levels, but relationships, marriages, and the children that are being raised by women who are overwhelmed and depleted and exhausted. And, women, we naturally renew, regenerate, give back. That's what we instinctively do. But we can't keep doing that running on empty. And this has got to change. And what I'm calling out is that what really needs to change is we need to start connecting the dots between these horrible medical products and women's well-being and stop thinking that it's okay. I don't know what the solution is, but I do know that it's not okay to expect 1/2 of the population to carry the burden of all of the birth control on behalf of both people. And that is seen as just acceptable, and it's not acceptable. It's not sustainable anymore. We need to speak out about this, and doctors need to start being, actually providing the information for women to get fully informed consent before they get on these products. Doctors need to actually, if you put a woman on hormonal birth control or the copper IUD, check her copper status, check her zinc status, pay attention to how are these products affecting her on a hormonal balance level, on a neurological level, which will affect her emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. And since no one's really going to do that, we as women, on top of all the other things we're already doing, we have to take the power into our own hands to educate ourselves, share information among each other as sisters, and start to connect the dots here, because again, this isn't sustainable. and it hasn't been for a long time, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed about it. However, I would like to end this video on a good note, and that is that in this climate of medical tyranny and lack of informed consent, at least Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is running for president. Even though he probably doesn't have any chance of winning, I'm really looking forward to seeing him bringing this conversation of the problem that we have with this corporate takeover of our healthcare system and the lack of informed consent that's occurred in the past few years, and really bring that into the limelight so we can start facing up to what just happened. All right. Love you all. Chat soon. Bye.